Hey guys, welcome back. Today on the Untidy Artist, we are making a moisturizing clay face mask. This is a face mask that's in a powdered form, and then when you're ready to use it, you simply add some water, stir it into a paste, and apply it to your skin. The thing I love about powdered face masks is that you don't have to use any preservatives because you aren't initially adding liquid to your face mask. These are super easy to put together. I'm excited to show you guys what I figured out. Be sure to stick around to the end where I show you some fun packaging ideas. And also, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. That would be awesome. Let's grab some supplies and get started. The first thing you're going to need is some white kaolin clay. The reason I chose this clay for this recipe is because white kaolin clay is great for all skin types. It's soothing, it's calming, it doesn't draw excess oil from the skin, and it's just a great basic clay to use in face masks. The next ingredient we'll need is coconut milk powder. Coconut milk powder is moisturizing and softening. It helps to calm the skin, helps to calm irritation. Next up, we'll need some colloidal oatmeal. Colloidal oatmeal is finely ground oats that have a really silky texture. It's great for soothing and calming the skin. It's also really good for irritated skin. You can see how fine the powder is. If you don't have colloidal oatmeal, you can take your own oats and ground them up in your blender or food processor. You will notice that it won't be as finely ground. It is kind of nice though because it adds a little bit of exfoliation to your face mask if you grind it yourself. These next two items are optional, although I would highly recommend them because of their amazing benefits for the skin. We'll be using honey powder. Honey is thought to be a natural antiseptic. It's also antioxidant and it's a humectant, so it's great for moisturizing the skin. And last, we'll be using some aloe vera powder. Aloe vera is moisturizing and healing for the skin and is a great addition to this face mask. And then I've got a strainer. We're going to use this to make sure that we have a nice smooth consistency for our face mask. I have some measuring spoons, a whisk, and a spoon from my kitchen. I have a bowl that I'll be mixing everything in. There are a lot of fun packaging options out there. I'll be using these cute glass tubes that I got from Michael's Craft Store. I don't know if they have them in stock right now. I'll try and link something similar below. Here's another glass tube option. There are a lot of fun sizes out there, so it just depends on how much of the face mask you want to put in each container. I'll be using water to mix with my face mask in this tutorial, but you do have different options. You can add different types of liquids. Coconut water is a great option. It will add more of the moisturizing properties that coconut has. You could also use aloe vera juice. Rose water is a great option. I will put a bunch of different liquids that you can add to your face mask below in the description of the video. It's nice because you can kind of customize it to your skin type. Last but not least, I've got my favorite kitchen scale that I will link below. I use this to measure out all of my ingredients, but I will also put cup measurements below if that's a better option for you. Okay, let's get started. So I've already pre-measured everything. I'm going to grab my strainer, place it over my bowl, and start adding my ingredients. So I have 2 ounces of my coconut milk powder. I have 1 ounce of our white kaolin clay, 1/2 ounce of our colloidal oats, and then I'm adding 1 teaspoon of my honey powder and 1 teaspoon of my aloe vera powder. And believe it or not, we're almost finished. So the next step is to grab your spoon, and we're going to use the back of the spoon to really push the mixture into the strainer. The goal with this part is to get all of the lumps out of our mixture so that it's evenly mixed together. So I just use my spoon to really push that mixture through the strainer. And you can see as you get towards the end that it really does matter. There are a lot of little clumps in the powdered mixture. And then grab your whisk and you're going to give it a really good stir to make sure that all of those ingredients are combined together. And that's it, you guys. Basically, if you can measure and stir, you can do this. Okay, now I just grabbed a spoon and I added it to my little container. Obviously, if you're making these to sell, you'll want to use gloves and make sure everything is sanitized. And then I made some labels. I like using this size of label. It's the same size I use with my shower steamers. And I also like using the Avery website because it's super user-friendly and it's free. So I just designed some little labels and put the instructions. I will put a link to the Avery website as well as the labels I purchased and the instructions I put on the sticker. And then you simply grab your glass tube and add your sticker. And then to make it look a little more festive, I grabbed this ribbon and I just tied it right at the top. I think these would make such cute bridal shower gifts or baby shower gifts, and obviously you can play around with the ribbon to match the decor or the colors of a wedding. And I just think these turned out so beautiful and so professional looking. So with this recipe, I was able to fill 4 of these tubes, and I filled each one approximately 0.75 ounces, so almost an ounce. Now to use our face mask, you simply take 1 to 2 teaspoons, grab your liquid of choice, and add it a tiny bit at a time. You don't want to add too much. And you can see I'm stirring it with a paintbrush. I prefer applying the face mask to my face with the paintbrush. I got this from the dollar store. It was super cheap, but it makes putting the face mask on your skin feel very luxurious. So once you have it the consistency you like, you simply apply it to your skin. And then you're going to leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes and wash it off with warm water. And I have been using this face mask for the last couple months. I actually got sunburned. Didn't wear enough sunscreen a few weekends ago, used this face mask, and it was really soothing and wonderful for my skin. And now for another fun way to package your face mask. So I recently did a decorative envelope tutorial for my fizzy milk bath. I'm using that same technique to make these smaller envelopes for the face mask, and I will link that tutorial below. So what I did is I took these little glassine bags. These measure 2 inches by 3.5 inches, and I measured approximately ½ ounce of my face mask mixture into each bag. That's enough for about 3 uses of the face mask. I sealed it off with a little bit of washi tape. I actually made quite a few of these. I doubled my recipe for my face mask. I wanted to have a lot of these to be able to give away. And then using that small bag, I made a pattern, and you'll find out exactly how to do that in my decorative envelope tutorial, which is linked below. So I made my little pattern, and then I traced it onto some cute double-sided cardstock. I cut them out, and then I used a butter knife and a ruler to score them so I could fold my little envelope. And then you simply take your little packet of face mask, and you can see it fits nicely into your little custom envelope. And I love the double-sided paper because it looks cute on the outside and the inside. Then I grabbed some double-sided tape to seal it off, flipped it over, and added my cute little label. And these are the same labels that I put on the glass tube. Isn't this darling? I have decided I'm going to have a bunch of these and just keep them in my purse so I can give them away. Also, if you want to add a wax seal like I did in the envelope I did for the fizzy milk bath, you can do that. But you can see these just turned out so darling. And I love the paper because it gives you a whole bunch of different patterned paper that all kind of relates. And I think these just turned out so cute. I got this paper on Amazon. I'll link it below. And you can see all of these fun little envelopes that just look super professional. I'm excited to give these away. I just think these turned out so beautiful. For a bridal shower, you could obviously do colors that match the wedding. You could also get a wax seal that has a monogram of the bride and groom on it. There's just so many fun different options with this. Let me know in the comments below which packaging you like best, the tube or the little envelope. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you try this out. I hope you try this face mask for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. That would be amazing. And if you liked this, give it a thumbs up. Also, if there are other face masks you'd like to see a tutorial for, let me know. I'm considering doing one for acne-prone skin and oily skin, or one for mature skin. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate all of your kind words and your support, and we'll see you next time.